Alright, how's it going, Tommy? It's me, Ronnie Coachella Bay, and welcome to another episode of Ronnie. Well, haven't really got a proper name for it. I did put a name before, but it didn't really work with me. So I'm just going to break down some mob based shows and TV, and today I have a great one for you. It has some of the best acting talent in the world. It has Cillian Murphy, Tom Hardy, Helen McRory. Do you know where I'm going with this? Adrian Brody, Paddy Considine. Yes, I am talking about Peaky fucking Blinders. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite shows of all time, and definitely in the top three. It's just British showmaking at its finest. Writing by Stephen Knight, absolutely incredible as well. I think what he has done outside of Peaky Blinders is great. Taboo as well, a wonderful show with the incredible Tom Hardy, and it's that SAS show as well. But I digress. I absolutely love Peaky Blinders. It's just one of these shows that it's just hard not to love. I started watching this show when it started, really. I maybe first couple of episodes in when it was on BBC, and it just changed my life when I watched it. It's just so gritty and real and just brutal as well. And the villains are some of the best that you will ever see. With, like, you have Billy Kimber, you have Adrian Brody's Luca Changretta, Oswald Mosley. It's just phenomenal, and so many. Even Michael at the end, I think that was really good to have like a personal villain for Tommy, and the rise to power that you see in this show is, I don't even know if it's like anything else we've ever seen on TV. It's from the days in Small Heath up until when you see Tommy in this massive fucking mansion, and they all have their own little areas, and even but still Small Heath is still such a true part to the show. It is the capital of their organization, and I really like that they sort of kept that. Yeah, and we've seen so many brilliant actors come from this show. I think even though we'd seen Cillian Murphy in movies like Batman and a lot of like, there were a lot of like indie ones which I personally love. There was a film called Breakfast on Pluto, where he played a trans woman, which was really heartfelt, and he's in a lot of Christopher Nolan movies as well. A lot of really good gritty Irish ones as well. I'd thoroughly suggest Sweetie Barrett. Even though he's just a barman in it, my God, Brendan Gleeson is good. I think Peaky Blinders really was the one that made people go, "Oh, he's a leading man," and it's been great seeing him with the success that he has with Oppenheimer and everything else that's to come. I am just, yeah, I love it. It's um, Helen McRory as well. I'd like to say about Helen McRory, what a phenomenal actress, and her portrayal as Polly Gray was insanely good. I think it was good to have that kind of strong female role. I mean, there's Ada, and there's others Um, my mind's gone blank. Grace, of course. Um, it's I think she was one that really made me go, wow, this is a properly badass woman who fits this world so well and will not be messed with. From the get go, I would love a like a young Polly Gray series. That would be insanely good, I think. Um, and I think when it comes to villains as well, I do have to say about Sam Neill as Officer Campbell. I think that was the possibly the greatest villain because of how personal it got with them two. And even though it was Polly who ended up um, taking him out, um, he the rivalry was unreal. It yeah, it made me. I mean, I think it all got us at the edge of a seat, especially when you thought that he had won. Really, when Tommy was about to get killed, but then it turned out that it was actually he was saved by the bell. Really, Winston Churchill's um, hitman, essentially. um, it's just that scene. Oh, talk about emotional scenes, Jesus. With the song "All My Tears" by Anne Brune, which I have listened to so much after that. It's just tear jerking every single time in when you watch that scene because you see that he's a mess. And it's like, oh my god, I nearly lost it all. And yeah, uh, but then obviously we see his rise to power afterwards. With that, uh, on the note of music, the music in this show is probably some of the best soundtrack wise. I from beginning to end with beginning with songs like, of course not talk about we can't talk about this show without talking about Red Right Hand by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. It's just perfect as a theme, and it fits in that world so well. And then at the very, very end with All the Tired Horses, I can't think of who did that right now. My mind's gone blank. But that song, when he's riding off into the distance, it's it just makes you like. I mean, there was already word about the film. We all knew about the film, so it made me incredibly excited about that film and just what was going to happen next with the absolute asshole that is Oswald Mosley convincing Tommy that he was going to die, which is absolutely brutal in itself. I mean, yeah, I Sam Claflin as Oswald Mosley. My God, it made me want to look into the guy, and I did. And yeah, what a horrible human being. Um, I keep on going back to the music, but there's so many like different variations of music in this show. For example, when it's the build up, picture this. It's the build up to the supposed assassination of Oswald Mosley in series 5. And when he's going up onto the rally, there is the song "Never Fight a Man with a Perm" by Idols, who I fucking adore. There are other songs like "Scum" and they're just peak modern punk, and that song works so well. It it shows the madness of the man and like the it's it makes you feel like, oh my god, like that power this man has in that room. It's just, I can't express it enough. If you haven't seen this show, you have to go and see that scene. That is how you set up a scene with the right build up and music soundtrack in your show. Yeah. Stephen Knight, I'm pretty sure he chose the songs. Um, yeah. Um, Arctic Monkeys, Royal Blood. There's just so many incredible artists that have been featured in this, and yeah, I can't even stress how um, how effective it is, and I mean obviously the performances are. I'm not putting the performances down, never, because honestly, best. Like you just fall for these characters when the actors, um, when the casting and the writing is as good as it is in a show. It's just electrifying. And once the show got bigger, there were more really big stars who wanted to be in it. Yet, yet, the main cast still stood out as the brightest people in the show and the best characters. And Stephen Knight knew how to write um, write a show like this, and you can see this with other things that he's done. I'm rambling now. I am rambling, but I just adore the show. Also, I'm going to talk about one of the casting choices, which I have just seen. I think it was today. Barry Keoghan is going to be in the movie, which I am absolutely ecstatic for. I think he was brilliant in Banshees of Inisherin. Obviously, he was great in Saltburn. Nice views. Yeah, I'm daft. Murder on the dance floor. But yeah, I am excited to see what he does, because he's yeah he's instantly gonna fit in. You can just tell he's one of these actors. It was just like when Stephen Graham came in Series 6. That made so much sense to me, because he is one of these very real, very gritty actors, and I feel Peaky Blinders, I feel like at the heart of it all is a phenomenal British cast and Irish, of course, because of Cillian Murphy, and quite a few others, obviously, because of the whole Irish IRA kind of the links, very strong links in the show. I think it's great that we have all the cultures like the Gypsy heritage as well, and the cultures of what we've seen there. Um, I absolutely love that. So much different representation, which you don't usually get, to be honest. And yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So, what can I say except you're welcome? No. Mind you, this is getting a bit Maui, isn't it? What's the lesson? What's on the takeaway? What am I marrying when he's on it? No. So yeah, thank you very much for watching my insane ramblings about Peaky Blinders. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, uh, mob wise, movie and TV, I'm having a lot of mind blank moments here. Please let me know. Um, I was thinking of maybe doing a video about Mob Wives, because I've started watching that. It's ridiculous, but I'm liking it. Um, which I probably will do either way. So stay tuned for that. And yeah. Goodbye, Tommy. I fucking love you.